In this podcast, we're going to learn how to reduce fractions. And if you're taking notes at home, I'd like you to get out a piece of paper, and then you can title it Reducing Fractions. So the first fraction I'm going to have is 16 over 24. And to reduce this fraction, you have to find what is called the greatest common factor, or the GCF for short. And to learn this, you need to know what a factor is. And the factors are all of the numbers that multiply to get 16. So the factors of 16 would be like 1 and 16, because 1 times 16 is 16. And then 2 and 8 multiply to get 16. And then also 4 and 4. So those are all the factors of 16. And then I'm going to list all the factors of 24. So you have 1 and 24, 2 and 12, 3 and 8, and 4 and 6. So those are all the factors of 24. And then we want to find the one that they have in common. The one that they have a lot of these in common. They have 2 in common, they have 4 in common, they have 8 in common. But we want to find the greatest one. So the greatest one they have in common is 8. So then I can take this fraction and I can divide both 16 and 24 by 8. 16 divided by 8 gives me 2. And 24 divided by 8 gives me 3. So 16 over 24 reduces to 2/3. The next example I have is 15 over 25. And then I'm looking at these numbers and I see 15 ends in a 5 and 25 ends in a 5. So I know they're both divisible by 5. So I'm going to divide 15 by 5. I'm going to divide 25 by 5. 15 divided by 5 gives me 3. 25 divided by 5 gives me 5. So 15 over 25 reduces to 3/5. And the last example I want to show you is 7 over 11. The only factors that we have for 7 are 1 and 7. The only factors we have for 11 are 1 and 11. So that makes both of these numbers prime, so there's nothing that I can divide these by. So that is already reduced.